Hello, and welcome to my channel, Be Knowledgeable. Hope you find the information useful, and if you do, please like and subscribe. In this episode, I'll be talking about RRSP's Home Buyers Plan. First and foremost, a disclaimer. This presentation is meant to help you get a good starting point in terms of understanding this product, as I've interpreted them based on my research and experience. Now, each person's situation is unique, so it is highly recommended that you do your own research and not be afraid to ask your issuer questions regarding areas you don't understand. The definition of an RRSP home buyers plan. It is an amount that you are allowed to borrow from your registered retirement savings plan for the intention of purchasing or building your first home, or that of a relative with a disability. So let's highlight some key points of the purpose of a HBP. It is for first-time homebuyers or for the purchase or building of a home for a related person with a disability. You are allowed to borrow up to $35,000 for the down payment, meaning that between you and your spouse or common law partner, you can borrow a total of $70,000 to put towards your first home. This amount must be withdrawn in the same calendar year, meaning you can't borrow $10,000 this year and $25,000 next year. The amount you are allowed to withdraw must have been in your account for at least 90 days. So be sure to keep that in mind when looking to purchase a new house so it doesn't trip you up last minute. To make the withdrawal, you will need to complete a T1035 form, which is a home buyers plan request form, which you should be able to obtain through your RRSP issuer. Eligibility requirements. To be eligible to withdraw money from your RRSP, you must obviously be a first-time home buyer or be purchasing the home for a related person with a disability. Yes, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it is the most important factor. You must have an agreement for the purchase of the home or build, and no, a pre-approved mortgage is not sufficient, as they need to be sure that the money is really going towards the home purchase and not something else. If you are buying the home, you should be on the agreement. If your name is not there, there's a problem. Unless, of course, the home is for a related person with a disability, in which case that person's name must be on the agreement. The home should be your principal place of residency within a year of buying it, usually by October 1st of the year after you withdrew the funds. The government enables the withdrawal of funds to help give you the jumpstart you need to add value to your life, especially as you approach retirement. Hence the existence of the Home Buyers Plan and Lifelong Learning Plan, which I talk about in another video. This is why it's for first-time home buyers, as this can launch you in the right direction in preparing for your retirement, especially given how difficult saving towards your first home can be. And given the restrictions associated with the RRSP, it helps you save towards a down payment for your home. Now, the type of home you purchase as your first home is up to you. However, I'd recommend an income property to help you weather the storm of financial market crashes, losing your job, and fluctuating housing prices. Building equity in your first home puts you in a strategic position for the purchase of additional homes that can be investment properties. So, what is a qualifying home? It is one that is located in Canada. It can be a new home or one that is under construction. They generally don't restrict you on the type of home you can purchase. So it can be a duplex, triplex, fourplex, townhouse, mobile home, condominiums, or a single family home. They also allow you to have a share in a cooperative housing where one is entitled to equity interest in the unit. What is a co-op housing? It is a non-profit corporation that owns a multi-unit building and the members in this co-op receive a share in the entire building and a contract or lease that enables them to rent a unit in the building. The best way I can explain this is if a group of friends decide to come together to own a property that has enough rooms for them to each be able to live in the building. Now, they don't own the rooms that they live in, but they own a share in the building. And if they want to sell their share, they won't sell their room, but they will sell a share in the ownership of the property. And to do so, they would need to find a buyer that the other people approve of. Now, for a co-op, there is a board that is established to help manage everything in the multi-unit residency, as well as to vet any new person that is possibly purchasing another individual's share in the property. The advantage of this, you choose your tenants. One of the main disadvantages, it may take a long time to sell your share. Home buyers plan repayment. The borrowed amount must be repaid within 15 years and can be paid in one lump sum or equal yearly payments. Given you're lending the money to yourself, there is no interest on the borrowed amount. So the annual repayment is a simple calculation of borrowed amount divided by 15. Your repayment starts from the second year from the date of withdrawal. The repayments don't affect your deduction limit. It is considered separate. Given that it is a loan to yourself, which you are able to do because you had the necessary funds in your plan to begin with, which you were able to accumulate by taking advantage of deduction limits from previous years. If you pay less or none of the required annual amount, the difference is considered as an unqualified withdrawal, i.e., not part of the home buyer's plan or lifelong learning plan, and thus added to your total annual taxable income for that year. Canceling. As we can all agree, sometimes even the best laid plans don't work out. If you made a withdrawal, but in the end the property was not purchased or built, you can cancel it. If you are no longer a resident, you can cancel it. If the full amount is repaid, you won't pay any taxes on the withdrawn amount. If canceling the withdrawal, you just need to return the money you took out back into your RRSP. So, once you've decided to cancel it, what is the process to do so? Well, you'd start by first repaying the amount on an existing plan, a different one, or a completely new plan. After all these plans are in your name, as there are no restrictions on how many accounts you may have, so long as the combined total contributions to your plan does not exceed your deduction limit, which is not applicable in this case anyway, as it is a repayment to yourself. Then, write a letter to Canada Revenue Agency concerning the withdrawal, cancellation, and repayment. Pretty much a letter explaining what happened and that you've put the money back. Finally, mail the letter along with proof of repayment to either the CRA office in Sudbury or Winnipeg, depending on where you live. We've come to the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have suggestions, please leave them in your comments below so that I can make more useful and helpful videos. Finally, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you can be aware of new informative videos from this channel. Have a great day and start taking advantage of your RRSP today.